All right, we are back. I'll let them give them to the go-ahead. And just gotta wait for them to load up. So, I know what they're playing. You know what they're playing. We're not going to spoil it just yet, but there's a Tendrils of Agony, and there is not Bazaar of Baghdad for Sullivan.
There was a Lodestone Golem, though.
Actually, there is the Lodestone Golem.
It's a restricted card now, and he has the Lodestone Golem, and he has it for turn 1. Like, it's a Storm deck.
Yeah,
This should go... Matt's probably mulliganing to
just an explosive hand.
to have an explosive hand, and it's going to go poorly, I think.
Well, Matt's actually going first, and he has first turn Twister.
Okay. Yeah, first turn Twister. Or Wheel. I guess if we think... I mean, if he's going to think Sullivan's on dredge, so he's going to Twister.
Yeah.
Matt's probably, like, super excited because he thinks his Twister's just going to end the game. What's happening?
He just went land go because he thinks he's on dredge.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It doesn't even matter if it's on dredge. If it's on dredge, you still Twister.
Yeah, you still Twister. You get rid of the
Twister
Bazaar.
away their Bazaar before they can ever play it. That was the dumbest thing I'm one of the dumbest things I've ever seen on camera.
Oh man. Oh no. Why would you not Twister? Twister right away. Lodestone Golem.
That was actually atrocious. That was so bad. I can't even.
What? Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm listening. He. Why didn't?
Does he look the greatest card in all of Magic on the top? Is his top card Contract from Below or something? Like why?
Maybe
it's the only reason to like not
Lotus on top. Maybe.
Maybe. So what's better, Contract from Below or Lotus? It's gotta be
Contract from Below, 100%. Because
so
he could Dark Ritual, play the Mana Crypt, and then contract it. It was Black Lotus.
All right, so maybe there's a little bit of justification for that line to keep his Black Lotus, but I still think it's wrong.
I agree with you that it's probably dead wrong. But I called it that it was freaking Black Lotus on top of his deck, and that kind of.
I mean, he didn't want to cast the wheel because he didn't want to cast the wheel, which would have wheeled him into Lotus, because there's a chance Sullivan just on dredge. But
yeah,
I mean, not Twistering on turn 1 is so bad when you can Twister on turn 1.
I don't know. You have Lotus on. You're guaranteed to draw Lotus. Like that's kind of big though.
But not using your mana, you basically wasted 3 mana last turn. So now to Twister this turn, he has to pay 4 mana for it. So he lost. I mean, even if he was not playing against shops, right? He still would have lost 3 mana because he didn't use it last turn. He was on a mulligan too. So I mean, he's basically going +3 cards by Twistering on turn 1 against any non-dredge opponent. Against a dredge opponent, you Twister them into a non-Bazaar hand. It's just an automatic win.
Actually, if you have. I don't know.
You're not losing a hand, a Storm against a dredge deck that has no Bazaar in their hand.
He can't wheel into Lotus because that involves breaking Polluted Delta. So he can't get the Lotus regardless. So the only way he gets the Lotus is by draw phase.
No, I understand. Oh, yeah, he wouldn't be able to, right, okay. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to wheel. All right. I mean, it doesn't matter, but he wasn't going to wheel. But that was just a colossal mistake, and
yeah, there's no reason not to Twister him out of his bracket. Okay, so he cracks Lotus for black. What's he going for here? So he goes for
the chance of him not getting Bazaar is like 60%. So you have a 60% chance of just winning against any dredge hand, basically. And against a non-dredge deck, it's still like just a huge advantage.
Okay, so he's going to go for Twister here. Twister for 4. 2, 3, 4. He's going to have... Make sure he spent enough mana.
Matt, we have the deck list. We can see that he's only playing 1 Lodestone Golem.
Yeah, don't worry. He's only playing 1 Lodestone. And also he corrected me and said that he used to draft a lot of Khans of Tarkir as well.
So now not only did Matt lose his Lotus, but or I guess the Lotus that he was waiting on. He had
Yeah.
to pay an extra for his Twister, extra mana for his Twister. He and now he's giving he basically gave Sullivan 4 permanents in play. He's like a whole turn behind.
Yes. But he does have the land drop, and you draw the Academy. We draw another Mox that's 2 mana. I don't know if he has anything goofy, and he's playing the Tinker, and the Tinker can't get anything because Jar's in his hand. Unless he wants to, like, Tinker for Lotus. I don't think that does anything. And I don't know. I don't know. You just twisted away. He got too excited for the Lotus, I think. And
I mean, it's an okay card. But no, I'm serious. Like draw 7s are better than anything, I think, in these decks. On turn 1, draw 7 is the greatest thing you can possibly do.
like,
In terms of Magic power level, a turn 1 draw 7, I don't think even having like Lotus into something on turn 1, unless that card is draw 7, there's just like there's a reason these cards are still restricted, even though they're not played as much.
right, yeah. Yeah, going and fixing the mana. It's another Gataxian Probe, which is not free. Not free whatsoever. What can he even do here?
That hand, I mean, he doesn't have the workshop, but if he had a workshop in there, that would be great. For top text of the workshop.
It's a workshop, he can go Sphere. And he is playing the Urborg so that he can not take Ancient Tomb damage sometime.
Yeah.
Casting the second probe though. Was he looking to draw like a Mox?
He could still go Relic Revoker or Relic Metamorph next turn, and then Sphere the next turn.
He could Metamorph Golem.
Yeah, Metamorph Golem.
You could have 2 Golems in play,
and then end the game. He would end the game He would end the game on turn 3. I guess the next that wouldn't even. Yeah. It's whether or not he thinks that Golem is enough.
Makes a fetch land.
Because double Golem still doesn't stop any fast mana.
Right.
But theoretically, Matt would have played that already, right?
So he's vamping. So he's letting his turn end. He's gonna vamp. Like the Tinker. The Tinker doesn't do anything.
I guess Sullivan's gonna have lethal no matter what. He doesn't need to play this other Golem because Matt just took so much damage this turn.
Oh yeah.
Because of the probe and the vamp now. He doesn't actually need to play this Golem to have lethal.
Yeah, because it's 7 and 7.
Yeah.
So he can just play out spheres. I guess he's vamping for.
It was probe, vamp, and fetch land.
And another
double probe. Oh, double probe.
Double probe.
Oh my gosh, he dealt a lot of damage this turn. 7 damage.
We have a vamp for Hercule's Recall. Is Hercule's Recall enough?
No, he's gonna smash for. I mean, it's gonna buy him 1 turn. He's gonna smash for 7. He's gonna have to Hercule's on the combat next turn. Someone can just replay some stuff.
So he's gonna have Academy. So what's it?
So he should play Relic, Wasteland, and Sphere, and then leave the Wasteland and the Relic activation up.
So he has Spell Mastery on the Dark Petition.
Yeah, that's why you should play the Relic and leave the Relic up to Relic things. Okay. This is not correct. That's not correct at all. Unless he's copying Mana Crypt. That's the only. We're copying the Revoker and naming Mana Crypt.
That's an idea.
I guess that takes away the most mana.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So revokes. So he just. This is game over then.
That takes away the most mana.
Yeah, because
he still gets Hercules.
He gets Hercules.
Met gets 1 more turn.
Right. Everything.
As long as he doesn't lose 2 Mana Crypt rolls, he gets 1 more turn.
So he runs in, picks it up. I think he needs to almost.
I mean, I still like the Relic and Sphere instead. I mean.
So he just plays Relic and just uses it once.
you still don't shut off. His rituals still add mana now
Right.
under this situation because you didn't play another sphere. You can still get hurt goals if he has a land.
So well,
So like
that's
it doesn't shut off a whole lot naming the crypt as much as against a non-storm opponent. That's definitely the best line. But against a storm opponent, I think the best line is the sphere is actually better than shutting off the mana crypt. And in addition, you would be able to activate a relic to hit the graveyard if you got Hercules.
so he has the path, but he can just put Golem right back down, right?
Yeah, he's gonna Hercules in the combat.
Yeah.
He has to, or he's gonna die.
I mean, that's like not enough. I'm just thinking like this just isn't enough. If any time the Hercules, he would have to do it like last turn. If he had an end of turn Hercules or like
He should Mox Jet and Relic there. Definitely. Use the Mox Jet to Relic.
no, he let it if he's picking up stuff, he let it resolve.
Yeah, no, he did. But I'm saying he should have exiled that graveyard and gotten a card. Because he still doesn't have a workshop to play, and
So
there's definitely top decks that can improve his hand. Any extra fast mana, and also exiling Matt's graveyard is makes it that much more difficult for him to do anything.
yeah, so it's waste on Academy. So he can play a land, so it's either Revoker or Lodestone. Which he like Lodestone would still be really solid. He's going for Revoker. So I guess
I completely 100% disagree with this because it's not even lethal next turn.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I guess it's lethal with Crypt. If he takes damage,
it does not. It's Revoker Sphere. Okay,
Revoker Sphere.
That's not as bad. And so if he takes damage from Crypt one of these turns, then I mean, yeah, Revoker Sphere takes away the most mana. That's fine. I mean, Revoker didn't make it. That doesn't make any sense. You can't even do that. There's no second Revoker. That was a Metamorph, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. I saw the note on it. Yeah, so he's gonna get attacked. He has to win this Crypt flip, and then I mean he can't win anymore, right?
He's 2 mana, and he can Ritual for 3 mana, and he can Cabal Ritual for up to 5 mana, and he can do nothing with that 5 mana.
He can wish he could play Petition.
Yeah, wish the Petition wasn't also Sphere like everything else he just played. I mean, that's why Spheres are so much better than just shutting off a Crypt. They can still chain together some plays. Yeah, he just attacks him and then land
Golem, and if the flip doesn't kill you, then the monsters will kill you.
Yeah. I mean, there's some merit to playing Sphere and Relic this turn instead.
To make sure he can't get out of it?
Yeah, but I guess Golem does just as much as Golem does probably more. Golem shuts off all rituals, and it you already have the Sphere to basically make Moxen, so they don't really add mana to. And Golem presents a clock that kills it, a guaranteed lethal next turn.
Yeah, I like guaranteed lethal. So it takes 2.
If there was like a non-basic in play that he could wasteland, would obviously definitely 100% be the Sphere. But
so what does Crypt say?
I think a Golem and a Sphere does just as much as a Sphere and a Sphere against a Storm player in terms of the lock.
So Crypt deals the couple points of damage that he needed. So we'll go with Matt's deck first. Matt's going to bring in 2 more Hercules. I think he has a main deck defense grid. Yeah, he's got 1 main deck defense grid. So he has 2 Hercules to bring in. He might bring in the Sphinx. He also has a Rebuild in there. Rebuild. He had a main deck. I don't know. It's a lot of cards to bring in. So he's probably just going to take out all his discards. So 4 Duress, 2 Therapy, grid. That's 7 cards. So 2 recall, 2 lands, Sphinx Rebuild, empty. Maybe Toxic Deluge?
Well, he definitely needs the 2 Hercules. He definitely needs the rebuild. He definitely needs the 2 lands. Otherwise, why is he playing them?
Right.
So that's 5 cards. Grid should be coming out, and I mean, I guess therapies probably.
Yeah, Therapy Duress taken out seems pretty solid.
Well, he's still in the play, so Duress is actually not that bad. But therapy is just naming a random thing doesn't seem as good. I don't know, like probe, I guess. Probe is just like a kind of a safe-ish cut against a shops player.
Probe seems pretty bad.
It's not like a super high. It's not like a It's not like a card that helps you sculpt your hand, like a Ponder or Brainstorm in it.
Or unless he just wants to go for Raw Storm and a small empty. Like an empty for 10 goblins can get there.
Yeah. That's true.
There's another.
No, I guess you can't take it because he doesn't know deck list yet, so he can't take out the Chain of Vapor just in case Sullivan has Sanctity.
So we'll post Sullivan's list quick. He doesn't really have much for the matchup except Orbs of Warding. Does that make you hexproof? Or is that the that's the Urza's armor.
It stops 1 damage, so that actually but it shuts off empty.
But it does shut off empty.
He can't get empty killed with a Orbs of Warding in play.
If he brings it in, yeah.
He did. It's in his hand. Oh, I guess they
well, because it does give hexproof. Yeah, it's hexproof Urza's armor.
Oh, it is ill.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow, that card's amazing against this.
both ends.
You just got to get it in play. Yeah. You just got to get it in play.
But it can always get Hercules recalled back to hand. But this hand is pretty punishing.
It can't get Hercules because you hexproof.
That's right. Rebuild. He had rebuild in there. I saw. He does have rebuild.
Yeah.
No reason to put it in your sideboard unless this is also an awful hand, by the way.
Matt's hand is terrible, but you're already on 6, so.
Yeah. What was the Scry? The Scry was another Hercules recall.
He put it bottom, I hope.
But yeah, he bottomed it. So here's my hand. It is completely insane. Everything in it beats you. But go ahead, draw a card. You can have a Ponder.
So he would really like to draw a Mox. That makes this Orbs of Warding a lot easier to play.
Yes. Well, he can always. Well, yeah, because he's gonna get.
Because he's gonna go Sphere, and then the orb is gonna get locked out, unless he draws another mana source. He'll go Sphere, Smokestack. That's what he's playing, I assume.
Yeah. Doesn't have many permanents. This is for somebody I don't know. This is quite the pick. Both
but if he draws a Mox, he can go Sphere or Orbs of Warding, which is way better. I think.
Yes, I definitely agree. Because Orbs gives him only 1 card in his deck that he can't really. Well, I guess the Chain, so he has 2. Okay, so he finds Tinker. And I'm assuming there has to be a land there, but he knows the Sphere's coming down.
Well, Tinkerbot, I guess, is a way out of Orbs.
He has Sphinx of the Steel One, not Robot, but that's still pretty solid. What?
He's playing out I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh no, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking for a second.
That's what he should be playing.
Just pause for a second. It was so weird. Yeah. And just relic you. What's he gonna eat? He's gonna eat
the land.
Yeah.
Keep him, having the. But the relic can definitely harass, even if it doesn't activate.
So let's see what he kept on top. He kept a Dark Petition. Wait, what? He pondered, right? Did he shuffle or? I didn't see.
If he didn't shuffle, that's completely wrong.
He did shuffle.
Why would he not? Okay.
He shuffled. He top decked Dark Petition. I'm Tinker. Okay.
Matt's just got to look for mana, and I mean he missed the land drop already. It's not really a place you want to be.
Not at all. No, all that stuff costs 2 more as a Vamp Tutor. That's
misses again. It's literally draw mana or die. Yeah. So nothing else is relevant.
Smokestack costs 6.
Yeah, he can play the Smokestack.
Yeah.
Or he can play the Tanglewire now, too.
I think I prefer Smokestack.
You probably play Smokestack because you missed so many land drops, yeah.
Yeah, the Smokestack was pretty much game over.
It leads into the hard lock. You just have to get 1 count. Like as long as Matt doesn't kill you this turn, you're okay. So shops usually gives you, maybe one window if you're a storm player like this, and this is Matt's window, but it's not really wide enough because he didn't draw enough lands.
No, Tinker here may have done it. If he was
Yeah,
able to cast this Tinker.
if he had hit all of his land drops, he would be able to play Tinker this turn, and he would maybe be able to get there with the Tinker.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have Blight Steel, so that's obviously a lot worse.
Yeah, it's not one kill. One turn kill.
It takes 4 swings.
Yep. Right,
No, that's 100% game.
Yeah, that has to be game.
He drew the workshop to play that orbs. There's nothing Matt can do at this point.
Rebuild, that costs 5.
He doesn't even have he doesn't even have it yet, and he doesn't have any lands. He's gonna have to get to 5 mana to rebuild.
Well, actually, it's not game over. There's no clock in play, so basically, Matt is just gonna have to let all of his permanents die.
I mean,
yeah, you let your permanents die, then they have to sack.
You could say there's no clock until Sullivan draws the Crucible.
No, Sullivan's gonna draw Karn.
Sullivan can draw Drown Yard, the new land, and that's lethal. That's a lethal card at this point, or almost.
Yeah, so he's gonna vamp. I guess he can vamps for basic lands, but I wouldn't play it though.
Vamp for Lotus.
Yeah, I was thinking vamp for Lotus, but he vamped for basic island.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I guess. Well, because he's a sack of permanent.
Because he's gonna sack a permanent, and he won't be able to play anything with the Lotus.
Does he hope?
And
Sullivan
you just know. Yeah, I would not have played that land. I mean, your only chance is just Sullivan dying to the smokestack. Like Sullivan misplaying it and rolling up his smokestack.
No, yeah.
Or sacking stuff he shouldn't be sacking. Like that's your hope, and he does roll up the smokestack.
Yeah.
It's like that's like one of your only ways out of this.
I guess he was counting on a mistake. I guess
Sullivan has it as a second smokestack, so he's probably not. He just probably doesn't care that much.
No, what I was thinking of, the window he was looking for. Actually, he doesn't. Not even a window. Why play the land? Why play the land? Like the Orbs of Warden cuts off. And because I was thinking of, maybe he thinks if he can sack a sphere because he wants to have the lands or something, he can get a good Hercules off. But like Herbs of Warning is in play.
Tinker is his win con now. Like there's no way he's winning via Storm. Tinker was the second he drew the Tinker and there was an Orbs of Warding in play. Like that was his win con. You have to realize that. But I mean, there was no way he was ever going to. He hasn't had a chance to ever cast the Tinker. Even if he vamps for Lotus, which gives him the most mana next turn, he'd be down to 5 mana sources, or sorry, he'd be down to 4 mana, even if the smokestack didn't roll up. But now that the smokestack's rolled up, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. I could see why you vamp for a land, but I wouldn't have.
Because he rolled up his smokestack now, it's gonna get a little bit fishy.
Not really. You just sack
whether or not he wants to keep it. Well, you want to do you sack the smokestack?
No, I sack Wire and Lotus because you don't need mana anymore. And then you play the second smokestack. Next turn rotation, you can just pick up Ancient Tomb and the smokestack, not ramp up the other one, and you're fine. You don't have to worry about any more upkeep effects. He plays any sort of permanent, and it gets eaten, and you have Wasteland in play. So you can continue not to ramp up smokestack.
That makes sense. Well, he sacked the smokestack.
He wants to have 1 land. That's fine.
Hopefully, he doesn't. I mean, if he ramps his stack to 1, that's like one of the only ways that, and doesn't draw a way to fuel it. That's one of Matt's only ways out of this.
Actually, I would ramp stack to 1 to eat that last island because I would just eat my Tangle Wire.
But you're gonna have to eat it from every turn. It's not just.
Oh yeah, that's
one time. Like you have to keep eating stuff because you don't want to lose your stack now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy sacking Lotus. I'm happy sacking Ancient Tomb. He didn't actually play the Tangle Wire. I don't think he's just looking to draw Karn and just kill him with all of his artifacts. The Karn Silver Golem.
Yeah, I should sack Lotus here, I think. I don't want you don't want to lose your
I
smokestack.
don't lose my smokestack either. And he sacks his
And
smokestack.
he sacks there, so he has no smokestack. So now Matt can start building out of this again. That
But
is,
he is a threat.
I mean, he's giving Matt. I mean, you can tell. I mean, he's obviously new to workshop, so but he's giving Matt like the window that he's giving Matt his way back into a game that was basically like 99.9% chances. Maybe even better than that. Maybe, maybe 100, exactly 100.
Necropotence. Interesting name. Basic swamp.
I mean, this is still like 95% chance Sullivan, but
I mean, what are the
he,
draw steps?
he gave away a few percentages.
Oh no, never mind.
I mean, there's only 2 damage a turn,
No, he drew Bear Drew in, so he can get back smokestack.
so he can get back.
Wants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes a while to build it back up,
Yes.
and if he's going to do the same thing and just use it as like a strip mine, then it's much less powerful. I mean, he should have at least needled Polluted Delta, right?
I
This,
would.
like, why is it sitting in his hand still?
I think I'd needle.
Matt hasn't even played Polluted Delta yet. He hasn't even played the Delta yet, and so you're shutting off 4 of his land drops, right?
3. He has one in the exile zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Abandoned Ruin picks up smokestack. It's like a Crucible or I don't know. I still would play out like the Wire to sacrifice it. Like I feel like I have enough permanence to just eat one a turn and not care. Let's see here. There's a C. Taps 2 for pedal.
Right. So he's getting stuff out now. Like, that's not what you want to see after you've already had 2 smokestacks in play.
Like he can't cast these Hercules
Why?
recalls.
Why
He knows
did he
that, right?
like the Necro on? What is that? That's weird. That's the weirdest name ever. Like, Necro is not beating you right now.
I mean, Lotus, Soul Ring. There's a lot of
Name
things.
of
He can-
Manosaurs.
Yeah.
That was a funny one. Please just play the needle on Pluto Delta. Like, what? Why? Is there some inversion to doing this? Why is it?
know.
Why did he port it in?
I don't.
If you're
I
not gonna
don't
do
know.
that, like, what is it for? Is he needling? He's planning on needling Necro.
Is he gonna have Needle Necro again just in case? Lotus Pedal. That doesn't work.
That doesn't
no.
even do anything.
That doesn't work. Oh. You know that doesn't work, right? Oh man. Unless he knew, and this is his idea of naming Abandoned Hope.
Well, Matt told him. Matt was a good sport and told him it doesn't do anything. So, I mean, we're not going to tell him, but yeah, that does nothing. So he let him change it. John Moss Spark.
Yes,
He's gonna get a 6 drop out of this situation.
Needs 8 mana. He would need Channel. He would need to somehow cast Channel.
Like, he's seen Polluted Delta. He knows that card exists.
Or Memory Jar, or...
Does he not know you can needle? He must not know that you can needle a land.
I mean,
because...
I'm pretty sure Sullivan, the only thing he knows that can get needled is Bizarre Baghdad.
But, like, so you know it can needle a land then. Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
Matt, yes, any card is a legal name. He can name Abandoned Hope. It still does nothing.
Jeez. Of all the matchups to play Storm again, that was... Did he sack to Smokestack? He just drew. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna play a land, defeat Smokestack, I guess. He lost. He knew he lost.
Of all the decks Matt could choose, yeah. He chooses.
Yeah, I don't.
He's... I don't... I mean, I guess Storm has one of the best. Storm is a really good matchup. Has a really good matchup against Sullivan's Dredge deck. So if he thought that Sullivan was definitely on Dredge, then he thought he at least had one good matchup, but it turns out that Sullivan's on workshops.
Shops for some reason. Which is unprecedented.
It's, it's obviously a very good call because Matt is on.
Yeah, Matt's playing Storm, and he can't cast all these Hercules recalls that he cited in.
But I like how we get loadstone restricted and you have workshops in the first matchup.
On somebody who doesn't play workshops.
He's like, oh, look, workshop was restricted. I can play, or loadstone was restricted. I can go play workshops now. I mean, I kind of did the same thing, but I'm not playing real workshop decks.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look, I can play my terrible ones now. I can play my 5-color shops.
I can play my Smokestack, Goblin Welder, Karn, Silver Golem, and kill them with 4/4 Smokestacks. I don't even.
I'm playing Stroke of Genius in a workshop deck, so I don't know if you can still call it a workshop deck, but
I think if it has Mishra's Workshop in it.
Yes. But it's awesome.
So we'll be back. We're going to set up for the next game. Be like 1 minute.